Oh, is that what I'm supposed to pull up?
Yeah, homework, that's the one.
I thought it was said something else. Where does it say the...
Are we looking for it on the quiz?
Yeah, where does it say the AMP?
No, Osmond was
Really?
saying, yeah, Osmond was saying the homework.
Oh.
Wait. What am I pulling up? I'm confused now.
Alright, pull up your
Chapter 12,
textbook.
data A, right? Or no?
No, it's the question is.
So it's not part of the quiz,
use
it's
the
part of the
data.
homework.
Data
Osmond
file,
was saying
chapter
that
12 data.
she couldn't open up the file because she can't use SPSS, and I couldn't either. And you were saying that you can use SPSS, or lets you use it sometimes, and so on the homework, that's like questions 1 through 6, you have to have the data file, and that's what she was asking.
Not the homework. It's the group quiz.
The group quiz has...
Are you guys talking to me? I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I'm sorry, I thought you said homework, Osmond. I'm sorry.
No, it's the group quiz. So in order for us to take the group quiz, one of us has to be on SPSS to have the data.
Which data?
Chapter 12, data A, and Chapter 12, data B, right?
I got it opening up in Excel.
Yeah, mine's opening in Excel too. I just opened it in Excel. I don't know, but I got it open.
Not.
Okay, well, I have the
Let
first
me try
one.
this.
Hang tight. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
As long as you don't take us with you.
Oh, Mom loves him. Mom loves him. You don't know anybody that lives in New York, do you? Come on. Not well enough to where I'd be like, hey, can one of my friends stay with you for 12 hours? Do you guys know anybody that lives in New York? Family?
I've got I think a cousin who lives in Buffalo.
Is that near New York City?
I have no idea.
Perfect.
What airport are you going into?
JFK.
Yeah, how did you guys get yours to pull up in Excel? Because every time I click on the data, it
Mine just did it naturally.
starts. Mine says, does yours say SAV at the end of the data?
No, it says Excel, I think. Actually, it doesn't say anything.
It says
Like,
Excel
chapter 12
FX.
data. See, mine all say SAV. How do I make them Excel? Because I can open Excel.
Probably don't need to be there till midnight if I go to. Is it 9 o'clock? Oh yeah, I forgot it's when I started this. You think people have checked in right now?
Is anybody able to get it up in SPSS?
I got it up and I have it open in Excel.
Yep.
You got it in Excel? Okay, then we'll just use Excel.
And I got the
Okay,
bars and everything.
Okay.
The what?
So suppose we have a set of paired data and let D equals X after minus X of 4. The null hypothesis is that the mean of the data is 0. The alternative hypothesis is that the mean is not 0. And the population standard deviation is unknown. Jordan collects a sample sample of size n equals 9 and computes that the, what's that one? The mean is 2.2 and the standard deviation is 3.3. What is the value of the test statistic?
Okay, so it wants the mean of the. Let's see. Come on.
So which formula is that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I couldn't find it when I looked on the individual preparation. There wasn't any.
Yeah, there was no
Formulas.
I want to say it's just like that same problem that we use. The t equals x minus mean. What can't? I don't know. Never mind. Could it be just d minus mean over the SD over square root of n? 1.
All right. So what are we trying?
I think if we take 2.2 minus 0 and then divide that by 3.3 over the square root of 9, I think would give us our answer. So I get 2. Because like, I think it's the same as finding the t-score for the other thing, except like, you know how we had that t-test formula is t x minus mean over s over square root of n. I think it's just the same thing, except for instead of the x, we use the d with the funky line over the top of it, and then sd instead of s.
So the answer would be 2.
Yes. I'm sorry, I suck at explaining things.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess the next one says the probability of being greater than 2 is 0.0403. Use the alternative hypothesis to determine the p-value for this test.
Ugh.
What?
I need like a formula list.
I know, seriously.
Keep forgetting all the millions of formulas we have. So to find the p-value, because didn't they say that the probability of it being not x is 1 minus the probability of it being x?
No, wasn't that? Oh wait, no.
That was back in lesson 4.
I have no idea.
Oh, this is where we use the applet.
Oh.
Okay, let me pull up my applet. Okay, so the is 0.0403. Okay, and that's the probability of it being greater than 2.
Because the alternative hypothesis is just that it's not equal to 0, would it be greater and less than? You use both tails?
I think just be greater than.
Okay.
I don't know.
Where do you guys usually pull up your applet from? Because I always have to go back to lesson 5 to get mine.
Google it.
I saved it as a bookmark. I just saved it as a bookmark. Alright, so when I typed in 0.0403 in my area as the probability, and then highlighted above, I got 1.747. Is that what it's asking?
For the z-score?
I think we'd actually put that in the z-score because probability is the area.
Okay, so then so it would be.
Oh.
And p-values can only go up to 1, right?
Yes.
Whoa, that changed the whole applet looking.
Yeah.
Golly, this makes no sense. Okay. I don't even know how to do this.
I I think we would actually just put 2 into the applet for the z-score, because I think the t-score, what is the value of the test statistic? I think it's the same as the z-score, because I remember in previous lessons that t also equaled z. And I could be completely wrong, but...
But it says that if the z-score is 0, then the area, the probability of it being greater than 2 is only 0.228, whereas it was saying it was 0.0403.
Yeah. The area would come out to 0.0228. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Should we just go with that? But then the alternative hypothesis is that it's not 0. Use the alternative hypothesis to determine the p-value for this test. Let's just go with that 0. The crap.
I'm going to try 0.228 is what I'm going with.
3 decimal places.
Yeah, 0.228. Because I don't know how else to do it.
But
I just think.
But it's not 0.228. It's 0.0228.
Oh yes, that's what I meant. 0.022 or 23.
Yeah, 0.023. Alright. Works for me. Alright, so in the data file A, make a column of differences in SPSS or use a null hypothesis that the mean is 0 and an alternative hypothesis that the mean is not 0 and a level of significant alpha is 0.10. What is D, that's the mean. What is the mean?
Okay, so
do I need to pull up the textbook to walk through how to do it?
I put it in already.
Oh.
So if it's correct, it would be 300, or because that's the mean, right? So it's negative 31.025.
Negative 31.025?
Yeah.
That's the difference in the mean of the differences?
Yeah, the mean of the differences.
Okay, then what is the standard deviation?
Standard deviation is 341.157. And
341.
Yeah, 0.157. Because what I did was I just pulled up the data file and placed it into the other data file that it gave us for Excel. You just copy and paste it into it, and it literally gives you the answers.
Mm-hmm. What is the test statistic?
It's negative 0.407.
And the p-value?
P-value is 0.689.
Okay. What is the correct decision based on this evidence? So if the p-value is 0.689 and the
and we only needed 0.1.
Hey guys, sorry.
Germs.
All right, Jeremy.
We're
only on question 8. Only on question 8.
Only?
Yeah. So we failed to reject it.
Failed to reject.
Oh.
Suppose the alternative hypothesis is that the mean is greater than 0. What is the correct decision based on this evidence? You would reject the null hypothesis?
We just because we divide the p-value in half, so I think it would still we'd fail to reject it because it's still greater than 0.1.
Okay. Okay. So using the data file B, make a column of the differences. The null hypothesis that it equals 0, which is greater N or DF. What does DF mean again? That was in last week's lesson?
Yeah, you just take n minus 1 degrees, or what is it?
Degrees of freedom.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right.
Wait, so is data file B, is that from the individual assignment section? Is that where you're
No,
getting
it's
that
from the data set, and that's the problem, is half of us can't even get on to SPSS. I need to figure out how to get onto Excel, get the data files to pull up in Excel instead.
Okay. All right, no problem. Have fun. Okay.
Jocelyn, is there anything we can help you with?
No, I'm just trying to get it to copy it right.
I feel
I'm just putting it in the format thing that they gave us.
Okay.
Okay, finally got it. So what's the first one we need?
Let's get to
Which
the
is
end of the
greater,
degree of
N
freedom.
or the degree of freedom.
Okay, so n is 26.
Oh, there you go.
Or I mean 22. df is 21.
So N is greater.
Yes.
Okay, your alternative hypothesis is that it is not equal to 0. Use your level of significance 0.01. What is the p-value?
The p-value is 0.662.
Okay. And what decision do you make? Reject or fail to reject?
Fail to reject. Or yeah.
Hey, don't turn away from my kisses.
Yeah,
So how do we decide if we reject or we fail to reject?
If p is greater than alpha, you fail to reject it. If it's less than alpha, then you reject the null.
Right. So
what
12
is
is
alpha?
saying.
Which one is alpha?
No, I'm not specifying.
It's level of significance.
Right. So number 12, it's the alternative hypothesis, and the p-value is 0.6, right? That's saying the alternative hypothesis looks probable. So would we reject the null?
We would reject the null hypothesis.
It would make sense if we did.
Another alternative hypothesis this time used that the mean is greater than 0. You keep the same level of significance. Did the p-value increase or decrease?
It would decrease.
Wouldn't it?
It would decrease because you have to divide the p-value by 2.
Oh, that's right.
But it's
So if we divide the p-value by 2,
it's still more than our alpha.
0.662 divided by 2 is 0.331, which is still bigger than 0.01. So we would still reject the null hypothesis. As we have seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. Setting aside the data in this problem, do you think a general rule can be made which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value? That the mean is less than 0, the mean is greater than 0, or the mean is not equal to 0? Not enough information depends on the problem.
Set aside your data.
I have no idea.
I think it's not enough information, because don't we have to know what the level of significance is?
Yeah.
I think so.
It seems like B is saying it's not 0, but A and D is would be half of B, you know, like above or below.
So do you think it's not enough information?
It's not enough information for me. So.
I would say not enough. I think you need the level of significance for it. If I'm remembering right.
Okay. Determine the 95% confidence interval for the mean difference between the two groups. What is the lower bound and what is the upper bound? So this is where we go back to using that formula, the T.
It gives it to us in that program it gave us.
It gives it to you. So what's the upper bound and lower bound?
The lower bound, if this is correct and the program's right, it's negative 174.583. And the lower bound is 113.174.
Well, it's nice that that software just gives you the answers if you can even get the software to load.
Right.
Yeah.
So the lower bound was that 113 or 173?
Lower bound was 174.
Oh, I swapped them.
Or did I? Yeah, lower bound is negative 174.583. And upper bound is 113.174. I mean, 0.174.
Okay.
I swapped them.
That's what I was looking at. I was like looking at yours. I was like, wait, did I do that wrong? Okay.
How do you feel about this one?
Let's see.
You wanna?
I submitted it. Number 4 is wrong, number 12 is wrong, and the last 2 are wrong.
Whoa.
Wait, did you say upper bound is 113.174?
Yes.
Yeah.
And lower bound is negative 174.583.
Yes.
Those are both
Yeah.
wrong. And then
And the software is
0.662 for 12.
yes.
That's wrong. And point
0.662 is wrong?
wait 362?
No, 0.662.
Yeah, that's wrong. And then 0.23 for 4. Sorry, 0.023. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know how else to do it. That's what the software says.
But determine the 95% confidence interval. That was the second part of our homework or the assignment. Okay, to calculate confidence intervals for the true mean of the difference in SPSS, do the following. Follow the directions given above for creating a new column containing differences between two variables. Select the menu item Analyze, then Descriptive Statistics, then Explore. Click on the name of your new variable for the difference for which you want to calculate the confidence interval. Then click on the arrow next to the dependent list box. This will move the highlighted variable over. Click OK. By default, a 95% confidence interval is shown. To find other, okay, so we just want 95 because that's what the test says. Is that what you did?
Yeah, I took it straight from there.
So you have your list, then you click Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Explore.
Does it do it differently if you use Excel? Because I was using Excel on the sheet that they gave us.
I don't know. Does Excel have the same buttons?
Well, Excel, so what they do is they have like this a thing that's already made for you, and you just plug in the numbers, and then it gives you the T-score and the mean and the standard deviation. You could download it, and that's what I did from the assignment. I don't know how to screen share, otherwise I would. Could we find this?
So we're supposed to find the mean difference between the two groups. So does that mean data A and data B?
So you take data A minus data B, or data B minus data A, and then you take the mean of all those differences that you just subtracted.
Yeah. And that's what you got?
Yeah, it gave me negative 30.705.
For the upper bound or the lower bound?
Well, that was for the mean. Like, that's what the chart gave me, the answers that we put in. And so I just did it by hand, if it was right. I got a lower bound of negative 166.308. And an upper bound of 104.898.
So those numbers are different. So are those
Yes.
ones, you think those ones are right?
I have no idea. I really hate this
What's
graph.
the-
Honestly, I'm never going to use it.
What'd you get for the lower bound? It's worth a shot.
Negative 166.308. And then upper bound of 104.898. Because I just used our normal confidence interval formula, but plugged in the difference mean and stuff instead.
Okay, so we got to go back. Your alternative hypothesis is that the mean is not equal to 0, and you use a level of significance of 0.01. What is the p-value?
I don't understand.
Somebody wants to give me the rest of the answers, then I'll be the next one to check since I came in late and wasn't much help today. I'll be the
I'll
guinea
give
pig.
pull up the SPSS.
To the boys' apartment.
Answer to 3, we put 2. Answer to 4, we have to refigure out because we got it wrong.
Okay.
Answer to 5 is negative 31.025.
Okay.
Number 6 is 341.157.
Okay.
Number 7 is negative 0.407. Number 8 is 0.689. 9 is we failed to reject, say, and 10 is failed to reject.
Okay.
11 is N.
Right.
12 we have to refigure out. 13 is reject.
Right.
14 is decrease. 15 is reject. 16 is D. 17 is, we just changed those to negative 166.308 and 104.898.
Okay. All right. So 4.
So I put the information in the chart in a different way. because it doesn't tell you which ones you subtract from. Like, it doesn't tell you how to actually do it. So I just tried another way, and it gives you a p-value of 0.001. And that would also change the confidence intervals. So I don't know if it's correct, but the lower bound would be 5.303, and the upper bound would be 18.607.
Do you want me to check the ones that we currently have, or the old ones, or the ones you just came up with?
I don't know, honestly. I feel like I feel like the last stuff was definitely wrong because like anything that had us enter in a number was wrong, and so obviously the chart was like the information I did wrong into the chart that they give us.
Right. Okay.
So I'd do the new ones.
Okay. So repeat those for me, please.
Yeah, 5.303 for the lower bound, and 18.607 for the upper bound. I don't know if it's right though.
Then going back to 12, you said that the p with the level of significance of 0.01, you still got a p-value of 0.001.
0.001. So that's why it makes no sense to me. I don't really know. That's just what I put in.
Okay. Well, let's do 4, I guess, then, and I'll check it for you guys.
Okay.
So the probability being greater than 2.0 is 0.0403 is A to determine p-value for this test.
I don't even know how to do that.
Measures the change of results and list of strategies. Test. Follow left tail distribution.
Do we want to just put 0.0403 into the z-score for the probability applet? Because I have no better guesses of how to do it. And then getting a probability of 0.484.
I know every time I open my mouth I'm wrong, but are you sure we don't use both tails? Because it's saying
I think we
it's
use
not
both tails. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jeremy's wrong with me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm looking it up on Google, and it has both tails highlighted, so I don't know. It's just what I'm going with.
Man, Google, I have not utilized Google enough in this class. What was I thinking?
So then you got 0.9681.
Probability is greater than 2.
H8 contains great alternative. Nine, 6, 8, 1. I can try it. I don't have any other better guesses, so.
Well,
Well, I mean that makes sense because if you look at this, if you look at the applet, I mean the red lines are as close to 0 as they can get, but they're not 0.
It's true.
Yeah.
So if you do 0.0403, and then the area above and below it is 0.9681, so 0.968. That would make sense.
I should give it a shot.
Okay.
I submitted mine.
Oh.
Alright. So 0.968 is wrong. But 17, 18, and 12 are right.
Yes.
So the only one wrong is 4. But you still get a 95% if you get it wrong.
So you're saying just go for it?
look forward to.
94%.
What was 12?
12, didn't we put 0.01 or something like that?
Oh, it was that one?
Yeah.
Ah.
0.001.
Never doubt Jocelyn again.
0.001.
Okay, contains.
So,
Stop chewing on my cord. Oh, no, I'm not chewing on my cord.
is your roommate chewing your cord, Jamie?
Sorry, no, I'm babysitting my brother's son right now. While it's even later because he needed me last minute. So he's got cats, and they keep coming over and chewing on the cord, my headphones.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Who's submitting it so far? Have you saved yours already?
Okay, so do we want to meet on Thursday like we normally do, or do we want to meet on Wednesday, or what? I mean,
I don't know if we can't figure this problem out.
Probably Thursday. I mean, if Marilyn will probably be a little more settled down by then, if she gets her flight over, and I know what we've been doing. Works for me.
So Tuesday, 6:30. What time do we usually meet? 6:30.
normally we meet at 9:30 my time, which is 7:30 Idaho time, which is 6:30 your time.
Okay, so right now it's almost 10, and it's 8 hours ahead in Europe. So that's not gonna work.
Well, I can meet earlier on this week. I can meet earlier. I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so I can meet earlier this week. Next week, I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So
if we could meet, could anybody work me at like 3:30 maybe? That would be like midnight or 11, I think.
I can meet whenever.
I can do whenever.
3:30 in the afternoon. Maybe is that too early, Josh or Austin?
3:30 in the afternoon.
What day?
Okay, the question is I'm in a different time zone as they are. So what time zone is that for me? I mean, what time is that for me?
That would be 6:30 your time. I think that's right.
Where'd my earbud go?
Florida's
So-
only 2 time zones, right?
Is it 3:30 Mountain Time? Idaho time?
If we do 3:30 Mountain Time, I'm 8 hours ahead, which means I would be meeting at 11, right?
You're 8 time zones ahead?
Oh, it's an
Yeah, I'm 8 hours ahead.
Was that what you're looking for?
Ahead of
Okay,
Mountain
so
Time?
if it's
Yeah, I
3:30
Mountain
time,
Wealth of knowledge.
4:33, it'd be 11:30 your time. 3:30, 4:30. That's 5:30 my time.
Bradley.
I could probably do that. Is that too early, Oswald?
No,
I'm usually
I'm off
still sleeping.
on Thursday.
What's that?
Okay. Could we possibly even meet an hour earlier? I really don't know how, like, I'm going to be at that point.
What day is this?
Thursday?
Thursday.
You will be with us?
So Thursday at 2:30 Idaho time.
Yeah. It should be 10:30 my time.
That should be fine. We'll make it work.
That's fun.
Okay.
The next week we'll probably have to meet on Monday.
Okay.
Maybe before you guys go to FHE, because next week I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I wouldn't be able to. The earliest I'd be able to meet would be 9:30 my time, which is the normal meet time that we normally do. So that would be in the middle of the night for Maryland.
So,
But if we met on Monday, I'm off Monday. I can meet Monday in the afternoon at like 2:30.
Okay.
yeah, I could do that.
I can do any time.
I'll be late, but we can do that. I get out lab at 12:45. That's fine.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah. I'll be 15 minutes late instead of Marilyn getting up in the middle of the night. How about that?
I had class at 2 actually.
Oh.
On Monday.
On what day?
On Monday.
Can we do 3
Um,
then? Or 3:30? Oh, wait.
I can be back at like
Yeah, that's
3:15.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, let's maybe 3.
Okay.
All right, sounds
We'll
good.
figure it out. We'll talk about it on Thursday again. So Thursday at, what do we say,
2:30 Mountain
2:30 Idaho time?
Yes.
Okay.
So 4:30 my time and 10:30 Maryland's time.
Yep.
Sounds
Yep.
good.
Do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Marilyn, are you already in overseas?
No, I'm in Utah. I'm catching a flight to New York tomorrow, and then I'm going to Zurich.
Okay.
And then,
Gotcha.
all right.
All right, y'all. See you on Thursday. Bye,
Good
safe,
night. Thanks,
Maryland.
guys.
Yeah, no problem. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.